first thing, if you move to New York and you want to be a Broadway drummer, you got to open up your scope because even that's a small world, right? So if you want to be a drummer in New York, you should be able to play a funk gig, a hip hop gig, a Latin gig, a big band gig, a Broadway show, a rock show, a singer songwriter gig at Rockwood. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to do all of that stuff, right? So that would be the first thing. Like, have your bases covered, have good technique, have really good time, know what it's like to hook up with a bass player or MD playing keyboards, and you got to follow that keyboard player the whole show because they're not conducting, right? I hadn't worked with a conductor since I was in high school when I did Lion King, and I was like, oh, right, conducting. I forgot that there's a and one. I thought the and was one.
Interesting.
There's a prep. So, I mean, that's a really basic thing, but that's real important. So you're not on the and of four, you're on one.
Now, why would you say you should play all those 10 different styles of music when somebody says, I just want to play Broadway. I don't want to do all the other stuff. I look at my Instagram. Yeah. I just want to play theater.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means when people say that. I'm like, well, here's the deal. At Lion King, you got to be able to play African drum breaks. You got to be able to play a shuffle from New Orleans in your left hand, which a lot of people can't do. It's not a it's with one hand.
Wow.
Right? So a lot of people can't do that. So you have to have your technique together. You got to be able to play a rock tune really well. You got to be able to play with an orchestra. You got to be able to play a bass drum roll correctly. You got to be able to play cymbal rolls correctly. It's a lot of stuff. There's a Latin section in the whole song. Like, that's why, it's not just like most shows aren't just like one thing. It's like there's going to be some other weird stuff that's going to pop up. And also, if you are only trying to do Broadway, you're going to paint yourself in a corner. You got to be able to do every gig that comes your way.
Thank you for watching the Broadway Drumming 101 YouTube channel. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon so that you'll be notified when a new video is released.